What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of Card Crazed. I am your host, Stephen Williams, and I bet you're sitting here wondering, wait, Stephen, that's not the studio, that's not Stephen's house, like, what could this possibly be? Well, I'm actually in Austin, Texas. I'm at my hotel room, and so I came out to Austin, Texas for Austin Homebrew. It was a great time, had a lot of fun. But then, I had one more day to just kind of go out and do whatever I needed to do, just have some fun. And while I was hopping around, I found a collectible store. So I went in there and, I looked for like Transformers and stuff that I normally do. But I also found like trading card stuff. And I went, oh, you know what? Today's probably a good day to go around Austin and try to find trading cards. Maybe I can do a special episode. So I hopped around to several different places. I even took a Waymo car out to one of the malls here in Austin. And they had stores that were selling Pokemon cards, but what was interesting is none of them were selling booster boxes. And I actually asked the people, I was like, why are you guys not selling booster boxes? And they said, well, it's actually because of scalpers. So basically here in Austin, and I don't know how widespread this is, if it's in other places too, but they will not sell booster boxes anymore to avoid scalpers from coming in and buying the booster boxes in mass. So they only sell just the individual trading card packs, for Pokemon at least. And I was like, okay, well then maybe, I'll buy like 10 of this set and 10 of this set and I'll do an opening or something like that. But what's also interesting with that is they actually upped the price of the booster packs as well. So basically, let's say, this is just hypothetical, like, easier math. Let's say a box costs $360. That would be $10 a pack inside of it because they come with 36 packs. So when they're selling them individually, though, instead of charging $10, they charge like $13 or $14. And so if a scalper comes in and can't buy the box and instead goes, well, okay, give me 36 packs, then they're actually going to be spending more on those packs than they would just ordering from the manufacturers online. And the manufacturers actually have like limitations of how much you can buy. So this is kind of a weird get around way of trying to prevent scalpers from coming in and taking everything. So that was kind of interesting to find out. So I kept going around, and I was like, well, maybe I won't find anything, won't do anything. But then I decided, maybe just not do Pokemon. I said, let's move away from something else. And so at one of the stores, I actually found this. So this is Yu-Gi-Oh! The trading card game. Sorry for the light. Again, I'm working. I didn't plan to do this, so I didn't bring any of my equipment. So the audio probably sounds a little off because I'm actually recording it off of my phone. The camera right here is actually my laptop camera, and then I actually have my phone recording audio, and then I actually have my iPad sitting right here, which I'm going to use to do the cards. So I found this one. It's the Rarity Collection V. So this is basically just everything in here is holographic, but there's some that are rarer than others, and this is actually one of the first sets to actually have full arts for Yu-Gi-Oh! They never used to do full arts like Pokemon, but now they do. So I figured, let's just dip into this and just see if we can pull anything out, anything fun. So yeah, welcome to Austin Card Crazed. Alright. I figured this episode probably won't go for, an hour like a normal episode. It'll probably be like a 30-minute episode or something like that. But we'll see what we can do. So, but while I'm here, here in Austin, I did get a lot of kind of interesting stuff as well from Austin Homebrew. I got, Austin Homebrew t-shirt and all that. I actually won, because a lot of the ex-Rooster Teeth people are here, so I actually won a copy of Red vs. Blue Restoration, the movie, a quiz thingy. And then I also won, which was kind of hilariously ironic, I won a Griff Ball, which I already have one of these that I bought right before Rooster Teeth shut down, so now I have two. So yeah, it's been a fun time. Anyways, let's get into Rarity Collection. Now, these aren't traditional packs. Like I said, everything in these packs are holographic, so it's just different levels of holographic rarity, and there's only 5 per pack. So you can see they're real kind of thin. So let's just get into it. God, I haven't opened trading cards in a long time. Card Crazed has been missing for quite some time. Alright. Cut to my other camera. So, see, here's my this camera. Called by the Grave. Sprite Blue. Quick Launch. Trap Dust Shoot. And Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Now, the rarities, this is a basics kind of secret rare rarity quality. But we're looking for full arts, we're looking for ghost ones, we're looking basically full holographics and all that, so. And what's interesting about this set too, that the reason I kind of wanted to do it is because it does have a lot of the nostalgia bait in it. So it has like Blue Eyes, it has Dark Magician, it has the 3 Egyptian God cards in it, it has like Toon Dragon and all that kind of stuff. So Vanquisher Soul Razin, Saryuja Skull Dread. Okay. Ooh, so see, this one's a little bit more sparkly, full sparkles. So this is Lopter Shadow of the Generator Bosses, I think. Okay. Stake Your Soul, also kind of sparkly all the way around. And Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. Oops, see, here's another different pattern on the actual holographic here. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Okay. Yuki Onna, the Absolute Zero Makiasha. We got ourselves a Xe monster here, number C104 Umbral Horror Masquerade. And Bestial Sarianar, and Yuki Onna, the Absolute Zero Mayakashi. Again, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In so long, I don't know if any of these cards are worthwhile or not, but eh. Alright. Solemn Warning. Kind of going along with Solemn Judgment, I'm assuming. Songs of the Dementors. Swords of Concealing Light. Dragon's Rebirth. And Danger Nessie. Be careful of Nessie. She's on the loose. Although there was that Scotsman who spent like 30 years trying to find her, and he just recently actually said that it's just after all that research, he's like, yeah, it's just a myth, I think. Because I have found nothing. Okay, so we got Solemn Judgment again, but not as holographic. Basically, all the non-crazy hollows I'm just putting off to the side. Night Sword Serpent. Tron Thunder. Yummy Yushament Mignon, Infinity Track Harvester. So, nothing really crazy in there. Come on, give me one of the OGs in here. What's actually crazy, so there's 5 different versions of hollows per card. And so the count in this pack is like, there's like 700 possible cards. So it's a little crazy. Okay, so we got just this guy. I think we already got... No, that was a different one. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Draco Tail. Lancia, Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. Already got this one. Primite Dragon Enter Barrel, but have a better one of it. Ooh, and then a Pendulum Monster that I don't understand how the heck Pendulum Monsters work at all, because I've never done the research to figure it out. But Dosol Facord Kulia. Also, again, sorry about the lighting. There's a little darkness here. Again, I'm working by lamplight at the desk in my room. We have Non-Spatian Aqua Dolphin. Raigeki. Wow, just a normal super rare Raigeki. Wow. Link Karibo. Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Oh, and that's a very fancy one. Diviner of the Herald. I'm gonna divide these up into like the certain ones. So like the ones with the squares, the glittery ones. These are just secret rares. That's a secret rare. These are secret rares with... I think these are just normal secret rares, yeah. And then Secret Rare, and then he's just like extra one. I thought I had like 2. Yeah, okay. And Little Cruiser. Those are all the same. So you know what? I'm just gonna keep those like that. Alright, so these are the 3 like main holos we're looking for. But we're really hoping for a full art. Full art Dragoon is the most expensive one that's in this set. But that's like 1 in, again, 700, whatever. Oh, look, just a traditional Red Eyes Black Dragon. Infinity Harvester, Iron Thunder, Heavy Polymerization, and Super Quantum Blue Layer. It's a sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. So it seems like these first ones, like this is also, if you get like a fancy version with like the Japanese text on it, I think is what's unique about these ones. Astral of the White Forest, branded in high spirits. Spectral Schedule, another Night Sword Serpent. And then another square crazy thing, Urgent Schedule. Come on, show me that. Full art. Mystical Space Typhoon, a classic, Scrap Chimera, Dogmatica Nation, Yummy and Surprise, and Fiendsmith Lacrima. The other thing I'm really hoping is that my OBS doesn't crash. It did while I was trying to set this up, and if it does, I'm going to lose this entire file, and so none of it will matter. So hopefully that doesn't happen within these 30 minutes. Reinforcement of the Army. Dark Lord Ixchel. Super Quantal Mecha Beast Grampulse? Okay. Trap Dust Shoot. This one's interesting because the original card was called just Trap Door, I think? And then they changed it to Trap Dust Shoot. I'm not sure why. And then Fire King High Avatar Kirin. Trying to keep track of how many I do. There's only 24 in here, so yep, I'm already almost halfway through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I am. This will be halfway through. And I'm only at 13 minutes recording. Guess I'll slow it down a little bit. Try to get to the half hour. Alright. Some sort of crazy. What does that say? Grimmick Puppet Phantasm Machidix? So complicated. Radiant Typhoon Vision. Super Quantum Blue Layer, DD Count Surveyor, and a fancy Scrap Chimera. Alrighty. Alright. Half of the box to go. Fossil Dig. Sacred Dragon Scarred Dragon Archfiend. Scrap Chimera. Call of the Haunted. And a fancy Swords of Concealing Light. Excuse me, Dell updates. I can't see my time. Let's see. New Frontier. Kashtira Fenrir. Infinitrack Harvester again. Ooh, Dragon's Mind. What's the name of that dragon? It's a 2500 attack power dragon. It's like Sephiroth or something weird like that. And then number C104, Umbral Horror Masquerade. We got the Raigeki with the actual Japanese text on it. Sacred Fire King Gurenix. Lopter Shadow of the Gene Raider Bosses. Crimson Gaia. Hey. Okay, so it's just it's one of the fancy ones. Quick Launch. Full thing, but it's not the same as the square one. As you can see, it's a little different. So that'll be its own little pile. Come on, just one full art. Even though, again, the full arts are like worth hundreds of dollars, so the chances of getting them are very, very slim. But that would just make my day. Way to finish the trip here in Austin. We got Trap Trick Sarah. Trap does shoot again. Sprite Jet. Sprite Starter. And a Gormix Eternity Young of the Fire Kings. So, what's the difference between... So, again, these four have the square texture on them. This one has just the diagonals. That's interesting. I wonder what the difference... I should have probably looked up beforehand what the difference is. So yeah, these are all again, these are just like normal secret rares, where they have this /1, but it's just on the art, not on the full thing. These guys are sparkly, so I'm assuming it goes like sparkly, slashy, and then square, or sparkly, square, and then slashy? I don't know. It's all very confusing. Hey! We got Slifer the Sky Dragon with the text on it. Slifer the Sky Dragon! Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. Ancient Gear Fusion. Fire King High Avatar Kirin. And a DD Count Surveyor. I guess I should separate all the ones with the actual... Give me one moment. Separate all the ones with the Japanese text on it. Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. I think I'm finding Japanese. I really think so. Okay. Red eyes. Dolphin. Little girl. Solemn judgment. I'm assuming that's one of them. Yeah, okay. Oh, and this one. So we got all those. Okay. 7 more packs left. Surprise me, baby. Give me something good. We got the Square Hollow with the text Obelisk the Tormentor. Very nice. So, Infinity Track River Stomper. Soul Eating Overture. Ooh, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon with the sparklies. And then a Lancel Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain normal secret. Alright, 6 left. see what we get. We got Punk. I'm a Dragon Drive. Jam. Dragon Drive. There's a little thing stuck on there. That was funny. Okay, so that's that one. Swords of Concealing Light. Sprite Starter. That's just one of those. A normal Raigeki. And another fancy one of... Oh my gosh, these ones are so hard to read because Armilier, the Star Leader Dragon. And that one's just a slash one, so that goes there. Okay. Come on, give me a Winged Dragon of Ra. We got Obelisk, we got Slifer, both with the Japanese text on them. We got Fateful Adventure, Ancient Gear Fusion, Yuki whatever, Yuki Ana, the Absolute Zero Makazu Wizard. Oh, Tatsunoko! A little worm guy. And then Rocket Tracer, with the square hollow. 4 more. Let us feel the heart of the cards. Heart of the cards, my blood, Yuki. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man. That was my terrible Joey impression. Alright, we got Forbidden Chalice, Albion the Sanctified Dragon, Super Quantum Red Layer, Crimson Guy, and just a Bystal Dispatcher. 3 more. We got Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, Levantine Gene Raider Boss of Shadows, Dragon's Mind, Vanquish Soul Rosin, and Psy-Frame Gear Gamma. That one kind of tricked me because it's not exactly printed correctly. You can actually see some of the sparkle up at the top here, and so it looked like it was one of those full hollow. All right, here we are, the last 2 packs. Don't think we're getting a full art. Oh, yeah. This terror of... I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! With it, but apparently this is a true terror, Maxi. And I got it with the square hollow and with the Japanese text on it. Alright. Garnux Eternity, Hyung the Fire Kings, Scared Dragon Archfiend, Sprite Blue, and Psy-Frame Driver. Alrighty, final pack of Destiny. Do we think we can pull something? I think the odds of the last pack out of 24 being the one with the hard hit is very slim, but a man can hope. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? This entire pack was completely worth it just for this. Because it's one of my favorite monsters and favorite cards of all time. I present to you the Skull Servant with the Japanese text. Yes, I actually dressed up for Halloween last year as the Skull Servant, and I was handing out Skull Servant cards saying, "Here's my card." It was a lot of fun. Soul Eating Oviraptor, Arius the Labyrinth Butler, and our final card of Destiny. Oh, it looks like it's not a full art, but it's one of the liney guys, one of these guys. We got Diviner of the Heralds. Alright. Cool. So, that was the Rarity Collection V from Yu-Gi-Oh! So why don't we go over what we got here. So again, let's start with just the Japanese, or actually let's start with the just the secret rares, the basic ones. So we got Psy-Frame Driver, Psy-Frame Gear, Gamma, Bestial Disparter, Lancia, Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain, DD Count Survivor, Grunix Eternity Heung of the Fire King, Number C-104 Umbral Horror Masquerade, Swords of Concealing Light, Scrap Chimera, Fire King High Avatar Kirin, Fiendsmith Lacrima, Super Quantum Blue Layer, Yuki Onna, the Absolute Zero Mayakishi, Primite Dragon Ether Barrel, Danger Nessie, Desoul Facord Kulia, Albion the Sanctified Dragon, and Infinity Track Harvester. Then we got, let's do our Japanese ones. So we got Skull Servant, my best boy. I might actually put this just in a thing and hang it in my car or something. Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, Forbidden Chalice, Fateful Adventure, Punk Jam Dragon Drive, called By the Grave, Vanquish Soul Razin, Solemn Warning, Ash Blossom of the Joyous Spring, Neospatian Aqua Dolphin, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, A Stellar of the White Forest, Mystical Space Typhoon, Reinforcement of the Army, the one that is hard to read, Gurmic Puppet Fantasin Machinix, Fossil Dig, New Frontier, Raigeki, Traptrix Serra, and Slifer, the Sky Dragon. And then for just our sparklies, we got ourselves Sprite Starter, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon, Sprite Jet, Dragon's Mind, Trap Dust Shoot, Iron Thunder, Stake Your Soul, and Lopter Shadow of the Gene Raider Bosses. And then for our square hollows, we got ourselves Maxi with the Japanese text, Rocket Tracer, Obelisk the Tormentor with the Japanese text, Urgent Schedule, Diviner of the Herald, Solemn Warning, and Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit with the Japanese text. And then our last three. We got ourselves Diviner of the Herald, Armalier, the Star Leader Dragon, and Quick Launch for our fancy cards. So yeah, that was kind of a fun little, just while I'm out on vacation, kind of jump into it and have a good time, open up some packs. And I'm going to take this time to announce that, yes, I will be getting back into doing this trading card stuff, opening packs. I do plan to bring back Do You Have a Moment? Might be a little bit different designed, but it might be coming back. So I just kind of wanted to do this as kind of a fun little thing just to get us back on track, get us back to where we were making content for Studio Series S and for the Public Access channel for the city of Albuquerque. Again, you can find out more about the Public Access channel at studio519abq.com. And come on down, check out the studio if you want to film something too. Find your time, schedule it, and come in and film some stuff. We'd love to see all you people with all your ideas. Homebrew Austin actually kind of sparked me to want to get back into this stuff because it was just a bunch of people who started things on their own, like just presenting themselves and putting themselves out there, and I thought it was really cool. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this special episode, really 30-minute episode of Card Crazed, and I hope to see you guys in the future. So thank you for following, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.